Ray, nearly ready for your book launch. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the book?
Well, what the book is, it's a book of memories by many people who have been involved in the events of the last 2 years. For example, it starts just before Wembley, the two-legged trophy semi-final against Gateshead, and then it moves on to Wembley, and the many, many memories that have been given to me by players, by fans, by officials. And one remarkable theme that has run through all these memories is that when people have been recounting them, they've almost been in tears, and it shows how much that day meant. Now, people have detailed exactly how they felt that afternoon when they started building up for the game and then going on through the game when Mark Bridge-Wilkinson hit the post, Tommy Wright missed that header in the very last minute, and they're describing how they felt up to the 119th minute. And then they were thinking, oh no, we don't fancy penalties here at all. And then Chris Senior scored and all hell broke loose. Everybody went ballistic. And so many people have described to me how they felt at that very moment when the ball hit the back of the net. Lots of people have said that they've cried when they've been recounting the story. And it's at times it's emotional stuff. Some of the guests we've got coming should be very good. Chris Senior's coming along. He wants to come along and meet Darlow fans again. He never really had the opportunity on the night of the parade in the Market Square, and he wants to be here again to meet everybody. And he says he might have a couple of beers afterwards, and I said, look, don't worry, I think a few people will buy you one.
Definitely.
Jamie Chandler's coming. He wants to come along. He can't forget about the Green Man on the night of lifting the trophy. But also, it's not just about the FA Trophy final. It's also about the events that happened in the 2 seasons after that. Going into administration, that game at Barrow, when lots of people thought it was going to be the last one. Then bewildering Wednesday when Doug and Sean turned up in the Peugeot and that dramatic scene there. And also about the fundraising as well, and then into the Northern League season. Lots of people have contributed. Harvey Madden got in touch with me and said, look Ray, I wouldn't mind. Craig Little has spoken to me, Neil Wainwright, lots and lots of people, and the fans especially, the way they felt when the club almost died that lunchtime, when everybody was either standing outside the arena, watching Twitter or listening to the radio. We'll never have a more dramatic day than that, in that sense, in the club's history.
I was going to say, this isn't the first book you've wrote either. You've worked Farewell to Freedoms, you've been involved in...
Well, co-wrote it with my mate Andrew.
Co-wrote
it with my mate Andrew Wilkinson.
And you were involved in the Hodgie book as well, but this
Hodgie,
is...
3 times a Quaker.
This is a much more dramatic story. I don't think there's any club really have gone from lifting a major cup and then nearly going pop, within the space of a year.
No, there isn't, and there's also a little bit of an inside story there. There's people who have given me memories that weren't made public at the time. And there's lots of other stuff in the book. I didn't realise when I spoke to Sam Russell that Sam had actually thought he was going to volunteer to take one of those first 5 penalties in the trophy final. He was going to take a penalty. Paul Anderson was thinking about it as well, and then had second thoughts because he missed one at Barrow. But they'd gone through the players' minds about taking penalties that day, and Sam was going to volunteer to be one of the first. So
even if you think you know all the stories, there's going to be something.
There's going to be something extra.
Right.
See, the thing is about books, when you put them into the public domain, people like to think they're learning something new. You get all these books that turn up in the marketplace and in bookshops, and they're run-of-the-mill stories. But in this one, there's going to be stuff in there that people won't be aware about. It's going to give a new slant on the trophy final and all the events of the following 2.5 years.
And anyone who wants to come along to the book launch,
come along. It's just walk up, no problem. Chris Senior's going to be here. I've told him, look, you're going to have to shake a lot of hands. Same with Jamie Chandler. They'll be happy to sign autographs and stuff like that. Hodgie's coming. Tomo's coming. Tomo's going to tell us about how he nearly fell over the Royal Box because of the weight of the trophy. Martin Gray's going to be here to talk about the Northern League season, and Gary Brown as well. So it should be a great night.
Great. Good luck for the book launch, Ray.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.